Okay, again, good afternoon and September 27. So, Trader's Eye Analysis, the fundamental and sentimental basis. Yung fundamentals natin, kinukuha natin sa Forex Factory. Yan. Forex Factory. We check the calendar and chinecheck natin yung news. Ayan. So, last week, from September 22 to September 26. Ayan, no? So, makikita natin dito na yung plus manufacturing, ayan, from 53, naging 52. So, parang neutral, pero compared to 53, ibig sabihin nito, medyo bumaba. And this is not good for the USD. Ayan. The flash services PMI is 54, then naging 53.9, bumaba na naman. Ano? And then the Richmond Manufacturing Index, negative 7 becomes negative 17. As you can see, the color is red. It means not good for USD. Yan. If it is not good for USD, ibig sabihin, ang USD is, for example, bababa, ganun. Yung index niya, bababa. XAU will, ang possibility is, posibilidad, tataas. Yan. And then on Wednesday, merong high impact news. Pero medium lang naman. Ang high impact news talaga na nakuha is ito, high impact news, yung red. This is the medium impact news, the new home sales. Kung mapapansin nyo, from 664 naging 800. Parang madaming bumibili ng bahay. Ano? Bakit kaya, no? And previously, yung mga nakaraang video natin, the non-farm payroll o yung pagdagdag ng trabaho ay bumabagsak. Tapos ngayon maraming bumibili ng bahay. Ano? There are conflicting situation, parang gano'n. Pero actually hindi naman. So, sino yung bumibili? Ito yung maraming pera. So, dahil bumabagsak ang mga presyo, so yung iba, bumibili sila ng mga asset. Kasi alam nila, eventually, tataas din naman yan. Yun yung may maraming extra pera. And then you see the final GDP, from 3.3, tumaas pa Ayan, no? And then the unemployment claims, from 232, 218, bumaba. Unemployment. And then, goods order, 0.4. Yan. Kumpara dito na negative, naging 0.4, green. And then 2.7, negative 2.7, orders again. Goods order, 2.9. So, good. Final GDP price index, 2.1 instead na 2 or 2. Good. And then existing home sales, ayan, 4 million. No? Tumataas ang sales. So parang kung titingnan, maganda sa USD. Pero, and then, ito, core price index from 0.2% o neutral. Revised consumer sentiment from 55.4, 55.1. So parang lumalabas maganda. Pero ang pinakakuha nito is the non-farm payroll and yung tinatawag natin non-farm payroll and yung tinatawag natin interest rate. So, since yung interest rate is nagkaroon ng mag-cut na interest rate, and non-farm payroll is bumagsak ang employment ng Amerika. So, in the long term, USD is not healthy, sabi nga. In the long term, XAU will possible na tataas talaga. And kung i-correlate natin sa technical yan, eto siya. Diba? Ayan, very obvious that the gold is bullish ang order flow. And for the month of September, Kanina, naggumawa tayo ng video based on technical. Very obvious that the technical is bullish order flow. And it signifies by this very big September body. Although hindi patapos yung September, pero we still have how many days na lang? 4 days. Bumagsak man yan, hindi naman siguro babagsak hanggang dito sa baba, kung saan siya nag-break out from the previous all-time high. Maaaring bumagsak somewhere here. At kung susukatin natin yan, pwedeng bumagsak yan dyan ng yan, that is already 800 pips, yung ganun pa lang. Malaki na yan. Sabihin mo nang bumagsak yan ng 2 days na tigto 200 or 300. So, malaki pa rin ang posibilidad na hindi bumalik at this all-time high breakout. And with a technical basis ng breakout, makikita natin that the candle is more than 50% from where the price breakout. Ayan. So, this is more than 50%. So, ibig sabihin, this is a very bullish candle. And the price action is very bullish. And posible na nasusustain yung kuha ng Forex Factory or the fundamentals. From the last non-farm payroll, bumagsak yung non-farm payroll data and the interest rate. And still, they are planning to cut interest rate this coming October. So, meron ng foresight. So, and then, we go to news. Yan. Sa news, US dollar at risk. Yan. At risk. The word at risk pa lang, ano? If Trump can sway Fed to more dovish instance. Dovish kasi is, ito, yung pagbagsak nga ng interest rate. When the interest rate is mababa ang interest rate, not good for the USD in terms of investor. So, ang tendency, mga investor, they will buy USD to buy gold. So, tataas ngayon yung demand ng gold, kaya posibleng tumaas ang chart of market ng gold. So, kung i-correlate mo ulit sa XAU USD, ayun. So, posibilidad talaga na ito ay dumiretso. For those who have big capital, wala silang problema kasi pwede na silang mag-buy dyan. Kaya nilang i-absorb yung volatility ng market. But for those who have little capital na like $100, imagine niyo mag-buy ka dyan at mag-retrace yung market ng, yun nga, yung katulad kanina. What if mag-retrace yung market dito sa mismo kung saan siya nagkaroon ng breakout? Pag sinukat natin yan, that is 21174 divided by 10. That is 2,117 pips. So, multiply by 0.1. No? Multiply by 0.1, 2,117. Multiply by $0.1. Multiply by $0.1. That is already 211. So, wala na. Ubus na yung kapital, di ba? Pag ganun. Kaya, it is very significant na yung entry ng mga malilitang capital is very accurate. Kaya, pag malilitang capital mo, in and out ka lang. And you must not enter from the higher time frame. Kahit nga sa 1 hour, delikado. You must enter dito sa mga lower time frames. And that will be our next video. Para part by part yung video natin. Para kung alin yung hindi mo naintindihan, yun lang yung balikan mo. Okay? So, that is our fundamentals, ano? Even weekly, yan, makikita natin, di ba? Ayan, no? Very, very bullish. No? Bullish. For the, nung last week, ayan, nagkaroon ng a very strong bullish candle. Ayan, no? Laki ng body compared pa doon sa previous. And the price now is in between this area and this resistance. And going back, Again, posible na ito, ayan, yung, pag pinatong mo doon sa all-time high, ay yung posible niyang marating. At nasaan pa lang siya, no? Ang layo pa. Kumbaga, ito pa lang siya, ito pa yung mararating. But the problem, market does not move directly like that. So, pwede siyang mag-retrace. At kung maliit ang kapital mo, pwede kang may stop out dito. Okay? So, another reason kung bakit tataas yung market. So, based on fundamentals, yun na nga, hindi maganda ang economic data. And non-farm payroll especially, and the interest rate, they are the very significant. And pero bakit ito naman magaganda naman to? Parang ito naman magaganda naman ito. Asa na ba 'yon? Ito. Bakit ito naman, mate? Magaganda naman ito. So, if this is good, USD is good. Yes, tama. And these are the retracement of XAU-USD. And this retracement is a retracement, a temporary, short-term retracement. Parang ito yung dominant trend, ito siya. Ito yun siya. These are the reasons kung bakit nagre-retrace, possible. But still, at the end, because of the non-farm payroll and being a dovish ng market, so yun pa rin. The dominant trend of uptrend. So, this data will create a swing low or the higher low. Then, tingnan naman natin yung sentiment ng mga institusyon or the non-commercial. Kung nag-a-align ba dito sa mga news na to. Tingnan natin. Ayan. So, saan naman natin nakuha yan? Nakukuha natin yan dito. Ayan. Sa COT. Ayan. Meron pinanggagalingan yan. So, ayan. Nakukuha natin dito yan. So, for example, gold. Ayan, gold. So, punta ka lang dito. Punta ka lang dyan. And then, right-click mo yan. Open link in a new tab. Ayan, lalabas yun. Ayan, magkakaroon ng new tab. Na pag pinindot mo yon, makikita mo yung mga information. Ayan, pindutin natin. Ayan. Anong makikita natin dyan? Pag pinindot natin yan, una, makikita natin yung date. Ayan. 0923, that was last Tuesday, no? Dito, makikita na, concern lang natin dito, the non-commercial. Long and short. Last Tuesday, nag-set sila ng order nila ng 332,808 na dagdagan ng 6,000. So, ibig sabihin, the non-commercial, ang napo-foresight nila talaga, tataas yung market. And then, non-commercial also, nag-add sila ng 5,000. So, posible rin, na ito yung mga retracement nila. Pero na long term, ayun, kitang-kita dito, ito. The long is 62.9% and the short is 12.5%. In terms of percentage, long is dominant. And at the same time, the number of traders na nakalong is 213. So, kumbaga sa election, maraming bumoboto na the price will go up. Ba't tayo ko kontra dyan? But the problem is, we retail traders have small capitals. Although we can ride with the sentiment ng mga non-commercial, pero paano natin i-fit yung small capital natin sa sentiment nila? Ayan. So, this September 23, they added long and they added also short. So the long sustains the dominant trend of uptrend, and the short most likely is the retracement. Yan. But since there are lots of long orders na nakapila, so ito pa rin na magmamatter. And kitang-kita naman natin sa price action, that this is really a bullish order flow. So yung flow ng order is long. Kaya pag titingnan mo to, with this percentage, kitang-kita natin na nakalong. So, next video, I will discuss the lower time frame para makapag-adapt yung mga may small capitals dito sa sentiment na to. Okay. So, kasi itong mga non-commercial na to, they have their own research team. Yan. And this research team, siyempre, ang inaaral nila is fundamentals. Yan. Itong mga ito. They're trying to read the news. No? Every day, yan. They're trying to read the calendars with regards to economic data. No? Sa economic data naman, if you really wanted to learn about the economic data, and meron din tayong video niyan. Meron tayong video niyan, how to explain. Ayan. Nasa canvas natin yan. That's why I really encourage you to watch the canvas. Ayan. Dito, unang-una yung non-farm payroll. Ayan. And then the interest rate. Ayan. And ito, yung mga epekto. Ito yung mga epekto nung mga PMI, consumer. Ayan. May paliwanag yan. If you are really interested to learn, I suggest balikan nyo to using Canvas. Okay? And I will try to put this video dun sa ating private group sa FB. I hope na malinaw na the fundamentals and the sentimentals are supporting the price actions of the chart. So we have the fundamentals, sentimentals supporting the technicals or price actions. Ang magiging tanong na lang is, paano natin i-adapt yung small capital natin doon sa dominant trend ng mga institutions. That will be discussed on our third and last video for today. And our trading plan for Monday, for next Monday.